Hello guys. Today I'm going to talk about phishing. It's a very devious social engineering effect. So how do we spot these kind of phishing emails? So that's what we're going to talk about, and how are we going to save ourselves from tricking into a phishing email. So before we start, so this knowledge is just for you to defend yourself, not to send anyone else spam or uh, phishing emails. So it's kind of a very uh, prohibited thing to do these kind of things, and it is illegal. You'll end up in a lot of trouble. So what is phishing? So phishing is actually a cyber crime. So it targets uh, by email, telephone, or text message, any kind of media to someone else to uh, it act as a legitimate institute or a company, tricking users to give their credentials, username, passwords, or maybe their credit card details to a to an attacker. So you can read the definitions in the link given below, right? So there are variants in phishing. One is called spear phishing. So spear phishing actually is a very well crafted uh, email that tricks the user. It is very sophisticated and well planned when it comes to attacking the victim. So a victim will very easily fall into these kind of traps with these spear phishing techniques. So I'm gonna take you through some phishing email examples, right? Okay, so here I have saved some example phishing emails here. So first one, it says that it is from Ministry of Finance, but we don't know which ministry, which country, or whatever, no detail at all. So we can especially see that if you take from, it says online bank transfer 12 at gmail.com. Any ministry will not use this kind of a Gmail address to send emails. Definitely they should. Okay, so the first email is from Ministry of Finance. So we can clearly see when you look at the from, it says Ministry of Finance, online bank transfer 12 at gmail.com. Any authenticated government agency would have a domain name with .gov, but here is just a gmail.com. So it's very suspicious email. No government ministry will send from Gmail accounts. They should have their own domain, right? So it says that I have transfer, and you have to send some $25 to Google Pay card or iTunes to activate your Bank of America personal residential online account, and they are giving me this sum of money to that. But however, again we can see that there's another Gmail address here. So these are the red flags that you can identify when you receive these types of fraudulent emails. Second example is again from another reputed organization called PayPal. So it says that my PayPal account has been limited due to violations, right? So it makes me some kind of alarm and makes me to take some action as soon as possible, but we don't have to uh, take actions immediately. We have to check the email properly. So if you again check the from section, we can see service at paypal.com is in the email name, but but actually the email ID is something else. It is a very random domain. So these domains can be created, and someone can put the fake name here and send the email. So this is a red flag that we uh, get to know about this email, right? So it has some kind of authentic PayPal message here, and you can see some links. However, these emails come to the spam folder. All these links are disabled, luckily, right? So it has an address and everything here, so it looks like a genuine email. But if you take at the address, it is not. So again, this one is again I believe from PayPal, yeah. So again, if you check the address, and again it is at telus.net. So these PayPal will never send emails through these kind of domains. They have their own domain, and they won't do this kind of stuff. So this is a red flag. So we can like ignore these kind of mails. We should never click on these emails. So it tells me to verify my account by clicking this email, and it says if you don't receive the email within next 48 hours, your account access may be lost. So it tries to trick us, giving us warnings, but we should not fall into those. We should try to look at who actually sent these emails. Then again, this one, your PayPal account has temporarily restricted, right? Again, if you can see which it is sent from, it's a different email domain, right? PayPal will never send emails through these kind of random domains. So this is a red flag. So it will tell you that your account is temporarily restricted, and all these kind of lies, but you should never fall into those. And this is from Amazon AWS. So it says that my order has been accepted. However, if you again check the email senders ID, it says hcode.com.br, which Amazon will never send emails through these kind of email domains, and it asks you to call to a particular telephone number, right? So these kind of things should not be done. So these kind types of emails are generated to uh, make your attention to a different direction, and take a call and say that you haven't uh, uh, ordered these types of items here, but however these telephone numbers could be fraudulent. Okay, this one also something about information update. Again, sending from Amazon Web Services, but if we take at the actual email ID, it's a kind of a random domain. So here, the special thing about this particular email is that they have sent a attachment, a PDF attachment, but however, the attachment, the extension could be changed. So this could be a malware with the PDF extension that comes to our PC. If we try to download this and open this, our PC could get infected. This could be a Trojan horse. So be aware. Uh, so we never should download the attachments from these types of emails and open it. We should never do it. Again, same type of email. We have attachment here, and it is sent from a random email ID, right, tricking us to think it is from Amazon.com, but it's not actually. So final one. So this particular email, it contains product images. So once you could click the image, you will take into a malicious website. So we should never actually uh, click those kind of images. Since these come into the spam folder, all these images are blocked and links are also blocked. So that's a relief. So again, in this email, you can see it's a kind of random email domain that it has been sent. Right. So now we get these kind of emails, but how are we going to save ourselves from these types of tricking uh, actions? So first thing, we can use a spam filter, but we should know that spam filters are not always 100% accurate. Maybe some spam emails or phishing emails could uh, slip through these spam filters and come to your inbox, and your legitimate emails could go end up in the spam folder. So you should always check your spam folder as well, if your one of your legitimate emails are in the spam folder. So since spam filters are not 100% accurate, there are other methods that we can manually check the authenticity of these emails. So first thing, we need to be sensible about the data that we receive. So if the emails look suspicious, we should not respond to the email. Better is to delete the email and move on. So these emails could, as the examples, these emails could include links to various websites, and some of these links could be shortened links, right? So since we can't see the actual link, what we could do is we can hover our mouse pointer above these links, and we can see the what is the actual URL. And the most important thing, you should not open any attachments. They may contain malware. So these malware could be viruses, Trojan horses to ransomware. So and we should never enter personal information onto these pop-up screens that come with these emails. So if there's a particular website asking for your personal details, we should actually contact the company or the institute and verify that this particular site is actually true, or uh, and what is the purpose that they are asking for this information. And most of all, we should use a virus guard with an internet protection. So if you have this kind of protection, then if you accidentally even click one of those links, they will get blocked. So you should make sure that your virus guard, you keep it up to date, the signatures are up to date, so you will be safe in this. And for companies, the employees should be given training regarding these types of risk, so they understand these types of attempts to get personal information, so company data could be protected. So these security awareness training should be regularly conducted, so the employees memory will be refreshed. And finally, we need to change our password regular basis, and we also should never use an used password again, and we should not use the same password into our multiple accounts. If the password get compromised, maybe many of your accounts will be get compromised. So those are the basic simple things that we could do from our side to save ourselves from these types of phishing attempts. So I hope you have learned to protect yourself today from phishing emails. So thank you for listening, and have a nice day.